Speaker, please.
Good morning, Council. Robin Lockett. First of all, I want to say, Councilwoman Henderson, thank you. Because this is a space of freedom of speech. As long as someone is not disrespecting you, calling you out by your name, calling you out by your name, everybody has the right to speak from a different lens. Because when people come up here, they're looking at things from their lens. When every one of you guys were on the campaign trail, all I heard about was affordable housing, attainable housing, the bragging of that 30%. Councilwoman Henderson and Councilman Clendenin, I want to call y'all Gwen and Allen, but you guys weren't involved in that, right? But you heard the rejoice and the proudness of the city council members saying, hey, you know what, CRA, we talked to them, they got 30%, as a solution, right? Everything dealing with housing is a puzzle. ADUs, affordable housing, buying housing, renting. I'm always fighting for the renters, right? Because those are the people that can't afford anything, having 2 jobs, having to prove that they make 3 times the rent. So that's a problem. A lot of promises were made, and a lot of promises everybody knows is going to be broken. And to the community, for the promises that are going to be broken, and you see people backing up on what they promised when they were in your communities, no better time. You got 3 years to think about it, and the 4th year you need to vote. And that's not even a threat, because, we can no longer, we need to put the best people in office that have the will of the people. The will of the people. We make a lot of promises when we go out on that campaign trail. And this 30% was one of them. Acknowledgement of it. The conversation around attainable housing, affordable housing, low-income housing, sulfur springs, food deserts, all that stuff I heard, right? So I don't want to see any one of you guys back up on or back up from the promises that y'all made, because I will call you out on it. So make the right decision. There's always a way people can get what they need. They may not get everything at one time, but there can be, as a young lady I want to call you, plan to make it work. People are here pouring their hearts out. You sit in a different seat. You have access, you have resources, but people don't. So I need for this council to stand by what they said when they went on that campaign trail and make it work, regardless as to the things that the people that's talking in your ear. Listen to the people. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Next public comment, please.
Morning, council members. Carlos Ramirez, 2103. I am the current vice chair for the West Tampa CRA-CAC, former chair. I'm just here in support of my current members for reappointment. Ms. Williams, Ms. Sanchez, and Mr. Bracha have been vital in our different subcommittees that we had and the work that we've done in the programs that we've developed in West Tampa. And I just want to encourage you to reappoint them into their positions so they can continue that good work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, Chagret Doss, and I'm here again as promised until I get my public records request. And I do appreciate the councilwoman for also allowing people to speak, and as somebody who's willing to get a bullet for people's right to speak, I appreciate that. But I wanted to clear up some things from last week. Namely, I wanted to make it clear that in 2017, a City of Tampa police officer falsely charged me with perjury in official proceeding. I won that case. It wasn't the first time that a City of Tampa police officer falsely accused me of a crime and then didn't show up for any of the proceedings. I won that one as well. So let's get to this public records request, and hopefully I have the screen. Last week, somebody said I had to pay for public records requests as well, and I get it, but that's reasonable, $70. Not the $10,640 that the City of Tampa thought I should pay for public records that you should have had when you prosecuted me. I'm looking for the sworn statement from the former judge, who I didn't even realize until the Attorney General's office told me was part of his regular duty to be investigating and helping City of Tampa police officers falsely accuse people of crimes when all they were doing is defending the property that they lawfully owned. And I'm looking at these young people here, and I'm hoping that the day doesn't come that when they own property, if something comes up and they want to defend it, that not only a judge, but the city of Tampa will send its goons to tell them, hey, you can't even defend the very property that you own, despite the provisions in Article 1, Section 2, and 9 of the Florida Constitution, as well as your 5th, 9th, and 14th Amendment rights under the United States Constitution. But my problem here is, as it always is going to be, I know that this document doesn't exist. And if it exists, just give it to me. You're running your lawyers up here to the federal court claiming that the judge is operating within his regular function. For 7 years now, well, 2017 till now, I've been looking for the document, the sworn document that somebody gave your police officer that initiated the investigation. And I can only wonder how many other men and women who look like me especially get falsely accused of crimes and usually just fold under the pressure. But because I did take an oath like the people up here did, a different kind of oath, to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, whether they were foreign or domestic, I stood in there and fought for what I think is my right. So what I want to say is this, and I don't think it's my right, I know it's my right. If there's a regulatory agency looking at this meeting, maybe you should come back into the city of Tampa. Forget about the bicycle tickets and all that other stuff. See how many foreclosures were enacted by people who didn't even have standing. How many houses have been taken improperly in this city, or because of this city, because my properties actually were outside the city limits. But it seemed to have bothered quite a few people, to include police officers in the city of Tampa. So with that being said, you all have a good day. Shout out to Thomas Jefferson High School.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Sit that, no I don't sit that. Man, I'll get a pre-order and not a kickback. Man, I'll get a big baller, I don't tick that. Man, I'll get a mix in a box like Tic Tac. Riff raff, think I'm bad, but I dig that. Not flicking the water, but I'm gonna dip that. Not feeling the story, but I'm gonna switch that. Air Force, ripped jeans, we rolling out, we got 50s. We hella wavy with big dreams and them pink notes, I got history.